Hi, welcome back for another WW Weekly Archive. Marianne here, and it's coming from WW Freestyle, February 18th to 24th of 2018. Schedule your meals. Timing is everything when it comes to managing hunger. Do you schedule your meals? Put it in the comments. Here's what one member does. She created an eating schedule because, you know, some of us have just grabbed whatever, wherever, because I've flown by the seat of my pants many a times and just went to take out, didn't cook, didn't, honestly haven't really been cooking till I got back on WW. And during the pandemic, I did not go out. But anyway, so here's what a member's eating schedule was like. Because, okay, there's internal hunger and then there's external hunger. So we'll get into that. But here's like a sample schedule. I do breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I do in between snacks. Okay, so here's what she would do. She would have breakfast from 5:30 to 6 a.m. She'd have a 90-minute drive to work, so she'd leave early to avoid traffic. Her husband would pack her breakfast like a bagel thin with egg, fat-free cheese, and Canadian bacon. She'd always have protein such as 0 points eggs or even roast chicken breast. It helps her to keep going longer. She also would take coffee, fruit, and water depending on the day's schedule. So she would either eat it in the car or at the office. And I think, when you're eating your car, I think that's almost like you didn't even eat sometimes if you don't sit down and eat. It's kind of, I mean, we've probably all had to do it, but one time or another. But I think if I did it every day, I think it would bother me. And I would just feel like I didn't eat. But that's her schedule. I have my schedule. You have your schedule. Hope we have a schedule. Anyway, from 9:30 to 10 a.m., snack number one usually would be fruit that she packed, sometimes with turkey jerky. Snacks helped her manage her hunger levels during the day, and that's true. Okay, some people have diets that believe that if you eat like 6 mini meals a day, that's better to just get a few calories at a time and just to go throughout the day eating so you're never hungry. But anyway, she'd have lunch at 11:30. She says, "I don't skip this meal. If I do by 2 p.m., I'm ravenous." 2 p.m. My lunch is scheduled every day, Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. So, if she is out with clients, she would order grilled cheese chicken Caesar salad with very light dressing or put it on the side. If she brought her lunch, it's usually leftovers or a planned meal from her Sunday prep. But she didn't limit herself. Sometimes she'd budget for chicken nuggets and a salad from her favorite fast food place. So you can always budget it in. Then she'd have snack number two from 2:30 to 3. She really liked the WW Mini Dijon pretzels thins. And then she'd have dinner at 6:30 p.m. It might be slow cooker beans and turkey ham or a quick cooking pork tenderloin. Dropping things. Or even takeout. If she would get tired from a 12-hour day and rather order in, she would know her go-to options from local restaurants. And we have restaurants in our app to help us with that. Okay, so here we go. What to do? Know your hunger. Recognizing the differences between internal and external hunger can help you make right for you choices and steer clear of unplanned eating. So there's two types. There's internal and then there's external. So how are they triggered? The internal hunger is triggered by things inside your body, and the external, outside forces, people, places, emotions, the sight and smell of food. Like, when you go by a bakery and you smell cookies baking, or you smell pizza cooking, or a lot like the flame broiler when you smell the meat cooking. I mean, you can smell the fried chicken cooking when you come up to one of my grocery stores. You can smell it coming off the vents. I mean, it kind of gets you, I don't know. That's external. Okay, so what are the physical sensations. For internal hunger, it would be growling stomach, slight lightheadedness, and or headache. For external hunger, there are no physical sensations. So, what you'll eat? Well, if it's internal hunger, you'll eat anything. If it's external, a specific food that's like a craving. Like if you're stressed out and you are driven towards ice cream or Tootsie Rolls. Yeah, I had some Tootsie Rolls. I was having some external hunger today. So when does it occur? With internal hunger, usually more than 4 hours since you last ate. And with external, usually less than 4 hours since you last ate. Usually, like this week, I've just had the munchies all week. So I've had an external hunger all week. It's not been a great week for me. I did get back on track yesterday, but then I screwed up today. Back off track. And now I got to get back on track tomorrow. So this week, it's not going to be a really good weigh-in on Sunday, probably. I doubt it. I don't see any recovery from this. I do see getting back on track, but I don't know what's wrong with me. I mean, I don't know what, not that there's anything wrong with me, but I don't know what the deal is. I have nothing to be stressed out right now. I am bored because I don't have my computer. I like my computer, but this one I can't. It's not coming today. Might come tomorrow, and then that's going to take me time to set up. So I'm not even bored. I've got plenty to do. I've been keeping busy. It's just do you ever just have a week like that where you're having this external hunger? I can schedule my meals like crazy, but I'm still going to get that external hunger sometimes. And I don't even feel good after having those Tootsie Rolls. I kind of feel like, ugh. And usually I feel kind of like, who cares? Because I don't have them every day. But anyway, think again. Shift your thinking around hunger so you can set yourself up to eat regularly according to your internal hunger clock. I need to set an alarm in here. I don't know. An unhelpful thought. I want to lose weight, so I need to eat less. I'll go as long as I can without eating. Helpful thought. I want to lose weight. I do need to eat less, but going long periods without eating can backfire if I get too hungry. So you shouldn't let yourself get hungry. Even if you are somebody like me who, I definitely got in my weeklies this week, but actually, my vegetables gave me room for those Tootsie Rolls, but I'm going to gain weight from those because it's not the right food. But it's, how can I say, eating less and depriving yourself. Can't deprive ourselves on nutrition and food and nutrients. I can deprive myself of Tootsie Rolls, but eating less, just like to not eat and fast to lose weight. Fasting is something spiritual for me, not something weight loss oriented, but you get my drift, I think. It's like we have weeklies and now we have the veggie points and the water points that are there if we need them, so we don't starve ourselves and go get the Tootsie Rolls or something else bad that's going to mess up our goal. So anyway, the rest of that helpful thought would be, I'll create a meal schedule to help me avoid unwanted eating. Okay. So an unhelpful thought would be, the donuts in that bakery smell so good. I ate breakfast a while ago. Maybe I'll have one. So that's an unhelpful thought, thinking, well, it's been a while since I had breakfast, so I'll go have one, but maybe we should be asking ourselves if we're really hungry and should have that donut. And here's the helpful thought from the book. That donut smells good and I want it, but it's only been 2 hours since breakfast and my stomach is not growling. There we go. The smell is just making me want to eat. I'll call a friend so I don't eat something that I'll regret later. Well, here on our app we have the 24/7 coaching, we have the virtual meetings. We could just plug into those if you're signed up for unlimited meetings. There's plenty of things you can do to avoid eating. Obviously, I failed at that today, but I should have read this book before I went there. So, hey, it's good I pulled this out, right? I know what to do tomorrow and the rest of today. Well, I know I'm not hungry right now. I'm overly stuffed right now. It's not even Thanksgiving today. I'm already scheduling that meal because I'm kind of thinking I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm really considering staying home with my son and just enjoying Thanksgiving at home and not doing all the traveling and stuff. Last year was quite a year. I spent Christmas with my family because my mom died, and I was there, and I really don't want to go to her house this year, honestly, to be honest. My brother's still living there with his family, and I just don't want to do it. Will I do it? I don't know. Already been told my options of how I don't drive the freeway, and honestly, I don't want to spend the night there. It usually involves having to spend the night there. I just don't want to do it. I just try to find a nice way to say it because it has nothing to do with whether I love my family or not. I've talked to them all the time. It's not like I just don't want to go there. So I'm trying to not be the people pleaser and not trying to do something just to keep peace because it's just a catastrophe. It's going to be a catastrophe if I don't show up just because. But it's like, hey, why don't you come over here for once this 1 year instead of me having to go over there? Why don't y'all come over here? Wouldn't it be nice if I could cook it and just have everybody come here and go in the traffic? It won't happen, but would be nice. But I never get a choice. Haven't for years, and I'm not ungrateful. Please don't take it that I'm being ungrateful. It just would be nice. It's nice to have a place to go. But it's also nice to stay home sometimes and just be thankful for the roof over my head and that I have too much food in my belly, more than I should have. And I can be thankful without going through all that traffic and everything. Oh, I'm just tired, and I've had so many years of people pleasing and keeping peace that I just want to kick back and just be one with God. And I got my son here. He works graveyard and he works at the grocery store, so it's not like he can go. So he's 33. He's not a little kid that I'm leaving behind, but I don't see anything wrong with staying here. So I'm going to do my best to get to stay home, but we'll see. But if it causes a big fight, of course I'll go and jump in whatever car is going to take me. I just honestly don't want to. And I hope that doesn't sound ungrateful. It's just, I just don't want to go. And it has nothing to do with being on a diet or afraid of eating food. I can eat plenty of food here, as much as I can over there. Anyway, I don't want to bore you with all that stuff. It's got nothing to do with love or thankfulness. It's just got to do with my mood. It's just my mood, and I don't want to take the mood there. I just want to stay here and keep my mood with myself. That's all. It would just be better for everybody. But anyway, besides, they can never find a lector for church, and I could always do that if I stay home. I've done it before. Oh. Why not I'm gonna hear we don't have to work the next day. Usually if I just didn't want to drive up there or whatever. I'd say, but I got it. It's not like I can spend the night because I got to work the day after Thanksgiving. But this year I'm retired, so why can't I stay home and go to Black Friday shopping for once? Anyway, thanks for watching. Enough of that. We'll see what happens next week, but this week I think is just my external hunger has got the best of me this week. And I got to get it back under control before it goes out of control. It's not out of control yet, so it's still salvageable. Maybe not for this weigh-in, but the next one it is. Thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with another WW Weekly Archive.